can be changed by you. This weekend I had a conversation with someone really interesting. After about an hour learning a lot from this person, I asked if I could ask him a personal question. He said yes. I asked him, "Are you a happy person?" And he said no. And I asked him why, and he said, "Because I'm always frustrated when my expectations are not met." And we had a conversation about principles very similar to this one. And we talked about the R for a long time. And the speeches we heard from both Judah and from you earlier explain R perfectly. So I'm going to talk only about the E. I believe that you can change the world around you by communicating clearly and transparently what you want, and by doing so persistently. I'm going to give 3 examples about how I've experienced doing this during my time at Brown. And the first one, all of us have experienced being frustrated because we got a grade that we don't think we deserved. On 3 different occasions, I got a final grade of a B in a class, and afterwards talked to the professor, and it turned into an A. This was in engineering classes, this was in biology, and in computer science classes. So classes that are generally ones you wouldn't expect to have an ability to sway the grade. All I need to do is go talk to the professor and explain why I think I earned an A in the classroom, and if they said no, I would explain again why I think I earned an A in the classroom. And if they said no, I would explain again why I think I earned an A in the classroom. And in all 3 instances, they said within, "You know what? You're right. You did deserve an A," and they changed my grade. And this is something that all of us can do. Another example is one I shared earlier in the semester with all of you, in my arrogance speech about my laptop being stolen. There was an event that happened that I could not control. Somebody took my laptop, and that person is a bad person. And I could control my responses and say, "You know what? This is a sign, and I should frolic and not use technology anymore, take a technology Sabbath." But instead I was like, "No, I'm going to change the event." So I spent 7 hours tracking down the person, found him, shouted at him, and he gave me back my laptop, even though I didn't put myself in harm's way that much. The third one is, for example, I wanted to have lunch with Jack Dorsey, who was the CEO and founder of Twitter. And I saw him at a conference, and I asked if I could shadow him for a day in his office. And he said, like, maybe. And then I asked him for his secretary's email, and he gave it to me. And I emailed her 5 times, and she never responded. And then I met him again at another conference, and asked if I could go have dinner with him another time, and he was like, maybe. And I emailed his secretary again about 3-4 times, and that summer I had lunch with him one-on-one in San Francisco. So, controlling the R is something that every single one of us can do all the time, and we should. Controlling the E is more difficult, and you shouldn't always do it. Sometimes it doesn't work. But if you communicate clearly to the world what you want, and you're very persistent about it, you can control the E as well. Woo!